Matt, congratulations. How good is it to sort out your future at this football club once again?
Yeah, like you said, once again, I mean, I only signed not too long ago. I think it was 18 months ago, and it's been a good ride since then. We've obviously had promoted, and we've still in the midst of a really good season. So happy to obviously tie myself down for the long-term future and get on with it now.
Well, we say once again, I guess, because it's not just 18 months ago you had the contract. You've been here an awful long time now. You've been through this process quite a few times. Do you feel almost more settled now than you ever been at this club?
Yeah, I mean, if I don't feel settled now, then when would I ever really feel settled? I've been here a long time. I've seen obviously all the changes on the field, off the field. So yeah, right now I'm completely comfortable. Obviously, I have a young family now that are from the area, live in the area. So yeah, I probably feel like I'm most comfortable now.
And is that actually showing through in your performances and the way you're playing? Because sometimes people say, oh, if you get too comfortable, that doesn't seem to be the case for you.
I know what they might mean in terms of if you feel too comfortable, excuse me. But no, like I think if you're happy and your whole life is happy and you've got like a system or whatever way you do things, then obviously on the field you're going to perform better. If everything's a bit chaotic and all over the place, then I'm not saying it might affect you in a big way, but the way, for me anyway, the way it works is I'm settled, I'm happy on and off the field, and that's obviously going to help my football.
Because on the field in the last 18 months, you've kind of gone through this transformation, because you were left back for a large part before, and now you've got this role that seems to suit you down to the ground. Yeah,
I mean, like we were joking beforehand about the left back situation, but that's kind of what got me back into the team initially. I know I had a year and a half there, and that's kind of what kick-started my career again, because I was out of the team for quite a while. And then obviously switched over to the right-hand side, and everything has kind of worked out since then. We've not had many lows since the new manager came in, and things are just going really well. No complaints about anything.
Because you're in a great position to judge this, because you're pretty much the only person left from when the club started that drop out of the Premier League last time, and you've been there all the way through the journey back up. The feeling now is kind of what's next to achieve.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking up rather than kind of down. You're kind of looking at the things we might be able to achieve. And I mean, the squad that we have now is obviously a very good squad. We're in 7th position, and we've got a good cup run ahead of us, hopefully. So yeah, like I've said before, I think the sky's kind of the limit at the moment for us and how we are thinking. And let's see how the back end of the season pans out.
How do you approach that cup run?
To go and win it, to be honest. We have Bristol on Sunday. It's obviously going to be a tough game, but if we bring our A game, then we should get the job done, and then you have the draw. See what happens then. But I mean, we're pretty confident. I don't think many teams are going to want to play us. There's not many Premier League teams left in the competition. So if we do things properly, I mean, we've got a right good chance.
It's kind of special memories, I guess, of what happened there last year, the drama of everything that happened in that game.
Yeah, like I've said before, that was the best feeling I had the whole of last season was when Ryan Bennett scored that winner in the last minute. I know we obviously got promoted and we had some great days also, but the actual feeling inside when that happened was the best one I've had last season. So I don't know if it's going to be a sellout, but it's going to be a good game, good atmosphere, and obviously they're going to bring their best game. They're going to want to beat us.
I was going to say, does that give them extra motivation, and how do you cope with that?
Yeah, it does, because they're probably thinking, well, we were playing against you last year, and obviously we've kicked on and got promoted, but they've had a lot of players change, and they're doing really well. I think they've won 7 games in a row, and they're in the playoffs. So fair play to them. It's going to be tough.
Just finally, then, on your contract situation, I guess that have you ever stopped to think of what you've been through at this football club and how it maybe has changed you in your time here?
Yeah, I mean, I think about it all the time compared to me and Codes, because Codes has been here a while as well. So we'll think about the times in the Championship when we was losing at home to Wigan, and the place was like half empty and you'd get booed off and stuff, and rightly so for the performances that we were putting in. I just think then, I think to what it is now, it's actually not that long a time, maybe 2.5 years. And I guess a lot of credit goes down to the manager and the backroom staff, and obviously the players they brought in. But I've personally have changed as a player. Definitely got better. Fitness-wise, obviously fitter. and even mentally, in my mental space is probably a lot better also. So the last few years I've really matured, grown up, and still improving. I'm 27 now, so I'm still able to, still got some time. I'm still going to be able to improve and get better, and that's obviously going to be at Wolves for the future.
Because this is the thing, because it's not very often now that players stay at one club the length you have. I mean, we're talking testimonial type length of service. You climb in the ranks of the
How long have I
appearance
been here now?
makers. Well, it's
9, 8.
got to be close to it, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. I know it is.
It's been a long time.
I know it's been a long time, yeah, and it is close, and they've not got rid of me yet. So look, I'll be here for a while, yeah, and I mean, I love it here. I don't want to go anywhere. Like I said, I'm completely settled, and yeah, long may it continue.